Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. How are you? I'm Siti Maisaro as presenter 1 and Zazelia Megatu Santi as presenter 2 and Zamzul Arifin as presenter 3. In the first video, we have shared about phonetic transcription, but now we are going to talk about how to speak with good pronunciation accurately, about place of articulation, manner of articulation, stress pattern, and linking sound. Okay, let's get started. Okay, first I want to read the text. Indonesia calls for international support to resolve Israel-Palestine crisis. Indonesia has reiterated its call for international leaders' support to end violence during and ahead of international forums that seek to resolve the Israel-Palestinian conflict. Indonesia strongly condemns Israel attacks, which have resulted in the loss of hundreds of lives, including women and children. The text below, that is a phonetic transcription. The phonetic transcription will make it easier to understand how correct to read. Okay, now I will explain about place of articulation of the text. Place of articulation is the point of contact where an abstraction occurs in the vocal tract between an articulatory gesture and active articulators, typically some part of the tongue, and the passive location, typically some part of the vulva, the mouth. There are bilabial, labiodental, dental, glottal, alveolar, posalveolar, palatal, and velar. The example number 1, Indonesia, and this is the phonetic transcription of Indonesia. The sounds are n, t, z. Normally is alveolar. Number 2, international. This is the phonetic transcription of the international. The sound are n, th, z, l. N, th, and l normally is alveolar, and ush is posalveolar. Number 3, during. The phonetic transcription, the sounds are t, ng, t normally is alveolar, and ng is velar. Number 4, variants. The sounds are v, m, z of labiodental, m bilabial, and z alveolar. Number 5, including. The sounds are n, k, t, ng. N and t normally is alveolar, k and ng is velar. The last is number 6, children. The sounds are ch, t, n, l. Ch is posalveolar and t, n, l is alveolar. Okay, next I will explain about manner of articulation of the text. Manner of articulation is the way the airstream is advected and its flow from the lungs and out the nose and mouth. There are nasal, stop, fricative, abricate, approximant, and lateral. The examples: Indonesia. This is the phonetic transcription of the Indonesian words. The sounds are n, t, z. N normally is nasal, t, stop, z, lateral. Number 2, international. International, this is the phonetic transcription of international. There are n, th, ush, and l. N normally is nasal, th, stop, ush, fricative, l, lateral. Number 3, resulted. The sounds are or, z, l, d. Or approximant, z, fricative, l, and t. Normally is top. Number 4, including. This is the phonetic transcription of including words. The sounds are n, k, l, t, ng, n, and ng normally is nasal. K and n normally is top. L normally is lateral. And next I will explain about stress pattern. Stress means that you pronounce more syllable and more strongly than others. But I just want to explain about primary stressing and secondary stressing. Primary stressing, if their syllable after comma is longer emphasis than others. Secondary stressing, if their syllable after comma is lower emphasis than others. Take example. Indonesia. The phonetic is like this. Indonesia has 5 syllables. And in including secondary. Why? Because there is comma after in, and ni including primary stressing. So you can read Indonesia, 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 like this. Indonesia. Next, international. The phonetic is like this. In including secondary stressing. Why? Because there is comma here. And in, you must read in with lower emphasis than others. And there is comma here, and you can read nasal with longer emphasis than others. So you can read international like this. International, international, international. Next, support. Port including primary stressing. And you can read support, support, support. Number 4, variance. There is comma here, so you can read the word like this. Variance, 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 variance. Number 5, attacks. The phonetic transcriptions. There is comma here, so you must read text with primary stressing. Primary stressing is longer emphasis than others. Attacks, attacks, attacks. Number 6, condemns. Condemns. There's comma here, and you must read terms with longer emphasis than other. Condemns, condemns, condemns. Okay, have you understand about my explanation? Last, I will share about linking sound. Linking is a pronunciation technique that allows the speaker to smoothly say two or more words together. When linked together, the words sound like one continuous word. Using linking sounds when speaking English can make your speech sound much more fluent and natural. First, I want to explain about consonant plus vowel linking. When a word ends with a consonant sound and the next word starts with the vowel sounds can be blended. For the example, for the national. But use linking sound, you can blend this all. For the national, for the national, for the national. During and ahead of international. You can blend during and ahead of international. Condemn Israel attacks. B. Condemn Israel attacks. Condemn Israel attacks. The loss of hundreds of lives. B. the loss of hundreds of life, the loss of hundreds of life, the loss of hundreds of life. And then the second is consonant plus consonant linking. When there is an word and start word is same, you can read them into one sound. Examples: leaders support to. B. Leaders support to. Leaders support to. Leaders support to. Leaders support to.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Cecilia Megasanti as presenter 2. Okay, I will continue to read text from presenter 1. I want to explain the phonetic transcription. The first, Israel's. Place of articulation of as and l is alveolar, and manner of articulation of l lateral and as fricative, and stress pattern is Israel. Second, egression. Place of articulation of r and n is alveolar, and manner of articulation of sh is fricative, and stress pattern is egression. Third, counsel. Place of articulation of k velar and s plus alveolar, and manner of articulation of l lateral, and stress pattern is counsel. The last, described. Place of articulation of k is velar and d is alveolar. Manner of articulation of d is top consonant, and stress pattern is described. Next, I will explain the linking sound. Linking is a pronunciation technique that allows the speaker to smoothly say two or more words together. When linked together, the words sound like one continuous word. Using linking sound when speaking English can make your speech sound much more fluid and natural. This is consonant plus vowel. When a word ends with a consonant sound and the next word starts with the vowel sound, can blend. For example, first, you can say to a stop, but use linking verb, you can say to a stop. Meet on, you can say meet on. Carried out. Saying on.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Samsul Arifin as the set presenter, and now I'll continue to read the text from the second presenter. Well, I'd like to explain about phonetic transcription. Now, the first word is Islamic. Place of articulation is k. K is velar, and manner of articulation e, alveolar, and stress pattern Islamic. The second, violence. Place of articulation S. S is alveolar, and manner of articulation V. Labiodental and L. Alveolar, and stress pattern is violence. The next, emergency. Place of articulation is E, alveolar, and manner of articulation ch, past alveolar, and stress pattern is emergency, emergency. And the last word is pressure. Place of articulation is p, billable, and manner of articulation past alveolar and R alveolar, and stress pattern is pressure, pressure. And the next, I'll explain about linking sound. What is it? Linking sound is pronunciation technique that allows the speaker to smoothly say two or more words together. When linked together, the words sound like one continuous word. Linking sound is divided into several kinds. The first, consonant plus vowel. The second, vowel and vowel. And the next, consonant plus consonant. There are three common words that are usually linked. The first, a, an, and an. Example, a. Open a book. Is linking sound, open a book. The next, an. Call an. Is linking sound, colon. And the next, an. Pen and pencil. Is linking sound is pen and pencil. Pen and pencil. Maybe just like this. Thank you. Say two or more words together. When linked together, the words sound like one continuous word. Linking sound is divided into several kinds. The first, consonant plus vowel. The second, vowel and vowel. And the next, consonant plus consonant. There are three common words that are usually linked. The first, a, an, and an. Example, a. Open a book. Is linking sound, open a book. The next, an. Call an. Is linking sound, colon. And the next, an. Pen and pencil. Is linking sound is pen and pencil. Pen and pencil. Maybe just like this. Thank you.
Okay, I think that's enough from us. Thanks for watching and nice to meet you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.